Well, hello class. Well, today's video is coming to you from my home studio instead of the office, so hopefully the production quality will be a little bit better. But in this video, I want to talk about the parts of a paragraph. It's so important that we take time to make sure we structure our paragraphs correctly if we're going to communicate in a way that's helpful. And I often think of, I learned this somewhere along the way, but a good paragraph, you can remember a good paragraph's elements or parts through the acronym PEEL, P-E-E-L. What I mean by that is every paragraph has a point followed by an example which gives evidence, then an explanation which elaborates on the point, and then a link which ties it back or summarizes the key point that was being made in the paragraph. And then obviously there can be a transition sentence moving to the next paragraph. But for the main part, just think of P-E-E-L. Point, example, which has evidence, explanation, which elaborates, and then link, which summarizes and ties back to the main point. Now, if you'll take a look at the screen here, I want to show you a sample paragraph that I've written for something. I'm using this in another video for you all soon, but this is an example. Let me read through it and then I'll show you how those points work. I wrote this: when human beings fell, they experienced total alienation on 3 levels. First, on the top level, they were alienated from God. Second, on the middle level, they were alienated from each other. And last, on the foundational level, they were alienated even from themselves. This self-alienation is evident in their avoiding responsibility for their behaviors as God confronted them. Although all these levels are important to understanding the current state of the created order, it is on the foundational level, the level of self-alienation, that Christian counselors encounter the most. If self-alienation is a prominent component of the problems people bring to counseling, then wise Christian counselors can benefit from a thorough understanding of the inner dynamics of such an experience. Now, if you take a look at that paragraph, you'll see we can break it into several sections. I've color-coded that, and I'll show you what I mean. Let's take a look now. The main point is when human beings fail, they experience total alienation on 3 levels. That's the main point of the paragraph. Now let's take a look at the example where I provide evidence. That's in the orange. First, on the top level, they were alienated from God. Second, on the middle level, they were alienated from each other. And last, on the foundational level, they were alienated even from themselves. Part of my evidence here is a paraphrase from Schaeffer's book, True Spirituality. I continue with the evidence or the example. This self-alienation is evident in their avoiding responsibility for their behaviors as God confronted them. I use Genesis 3:12 and 13 as my evidence to support that part of the point. Then we go on to explain. In other words, why does that matter? Well, in the paragraph I say this: although all these levels are important to understanding the current state of the created order, it is on the foundational level, the level of self-alienation that Christian counselors encounter the most. So that's the explanation of why this is important. And so then I'm going to sum up what I said in the green. If self-alienation is a prominent component of the problems people bring to counseling, then wise Christian counselors can benefit from a thorough understanding of the inner dynamics of such an experience. That part's the so what of the paragraph. I make a point, I give an example or evidence, I explain the relevance of the point, and then I give a summary as to so what. What's the application here? If you'll follow this simple structure, it doesn't always have to be in that order, but the PEEL, point, example, which provides evidence, explanation, which elaborates, and then linking, which summarizes and ties it all together, I think you'll write more effective paragraphs. And if you write more effective paragraphs, you'll write more effective papers. Well, I hope this has been helpful. If you have any comments or questions, please interact with me in the comments section. I enjoy reading those. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.